Hi, and welcome back to week 12 of Princess Fairytale Challenge training. And this week's princess wielded one of these. Hello, it is Friday, and yeah, I'm kind of bundled up right now. It's getting close to 35 out here right now. It's almost 9 o'clock. This week was easy runs, preparing for what I decided to do today instead of Saturday tomorrow. 11 miles. I can't even remember the last time I ran this far. Probably right before I ran my first 13 miles back in 2020. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm hoping that it'll warm up just a tad before I have to head out. I have an outfit I put together specifically for our princess this week. Right now I'm out here with Sadie, trying to give her a little bit of exercise before I'll put both the dogs in their little places for, well, I'll probably be gone for a little over 2 hours. So I'll check in with you when I'm getting that run started. Oh, 11 miles. All right, it's about that time. It's getting close to 40 degrees out here, so that sun does feel nice. This is definitely not the cutest outfit right now, but I was going with this, lilac purplish for Rapunzel. She kind of wears that in the movie, but this is actually one of my things I've set aside as a throwaway for down at Disney, so we'll see how it feels running, and if I end up taking it off, I might warm up enough. So I figure I'll check in when I'm about halfway through, because I really want to focus on keeping moving and keeping warm since it is a little chilly out here. But besides talking about Rapunzel, I'm actually also going to share how I do my fueling for these longer runs, because it's a little different and probably really unconventional, but hey, it works for me. So we'll get this 11 miles, my word, 11 miles, get it started. All right. Sorry if I'm squinting. I didn't bring sunglasses and I should have. So we're about 5 miles in, and I'll talk about what I do for fueling. So every mile or so, I'll take a sip or two of Gatorade, which I'm not currently carrying with me, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna carry all of this stuff at Disney. So I left it back at my mailbox, but every 5 miles or so, I eat these. Welch's mixed fruit. These are almost the same makeup as those energy chews, and they taste way better. So this is what I do. So I'm gonna take that here in a sec. All right, 11 miles done, 2:01, 2 hours, 1 minute. Sorry I never got back on, but a couple of things. My left leg is killing me, hip flexor, and then towards the end my hamstring. And my watch was about to die because I didn't charge it. So I had to really focus on keeping up a good pace so I could finish before my watch died, so I wouldn't lose all my data for an 11-mile run. But besides the fact that my leg hurts and I'm freezing, actually felt really good. Let me see if I can tell you my overall pace. 11:04 is my average pace. So yeah. All right, well, let me see if I can make it up my driveway back up to my house, and we'll talk about our princess for the week finally. Sadie! Say hi, Sadie. Hi, Sadie girl. Oh, Sadie girl. Okay, so put on a little extra clothing because I knew once I stopped moving, even though I didn't feel super hot, that I was gonna get chilled because there's a little bit of wind. So our princess this week, Rapunzel, the movie Tangled is one of my favorites. It's so funny. The character of Flynn Rider is a pretty good one. But I went into watching, I'd obviously seen it before, but I went into this week once again, like a couple of other weeks, like, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be able to pull from this movie, from this story, and try to bring it back into my Christian faith. But I was actually, two things stood out quite obviously. The one thing is how Mother Gothel wanted to keep, the power that the flower had, and then eventually Rapunzel had. She just wanted to keep it all for herself. Didn't want to share it. Didn't want to share something so special. And that reminded me of how our faith is not something we should ever keep to ourselves. We should share it, and tell everybody how awesome God is. So that was one thing that jumped out at me. And then the lyrics of, I think it's called I See the Light. At last I see the light. The one that Rapunzel and Flynn sing to each other. Now obviously they're singing it as a love song, but if you listen to the lyrics of the chorus, it actually very accurately describes what happens when you accept Christ into your heart. At last I see the light. It's like the fog is lifted. At last I see the light. And it's like the sky is new, and it's warm and real and bright, and the world is somehow shifted. All at once, everything is different now that I see you. I think I got all those words right. If I didn't, you get the gist. If you listen to the words of the chorus, I'm just like, that's the message to share this week is He is the light, and when you have that light in your heart, it changes everything. So, my phone's about to die too because it is so cold out here while I was running. Oh, did it die? Yep, it died. So hold please while I go charge it, and I'll share some Bible verses. Okay, we're back. Phone has a little bit of charge, so I can read my Bible verses. It is also colder, so I'm wearing my poofy jacket. Okay. John 8:12, again Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Matthew 5:14, you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Of course, referencing my thought about Mother Gothel not wanting to share the light that she had found. Ephesians 5:8, for at one time you were darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. Matthew 5:16, in the same way let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. John 1:5, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Psalm 119, verse 105, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. James 1:17, every good gift and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. 2 Corinthians 4:6, for God who said, let light shine out of darkness has shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ. Romans 13:12, the night is far gone, the day is at hand, so then let us cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. Those are some of my favorite verses. I hope maybe they encourage you. It's funny, there's a quote by Albus Dumbledore, not Disney related, and a lot of people who are fans of Harry Potter know this quote. It's not in the book, it's from the movie, about how happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one remembers to turn on the light. And I remember when the COVID thing first started, I thought of that little quote and I was like, it's so hard sometimes when weird, terrible things, just things you don't understand are happening. And even for someone like me, I'm a believer, but you wonder sometimes where is God going with this? But he promises to reveal. It just may not be in the timing that we like. We live in a time, I guess you could say, where we want things immediate. We want it immediate. But a lot of really good things come with patience, and sometimes it's the explanation for why things are happening the way they are right now. And I'm the worst with patience. You can ask anybody that knows me, worst with patience. So, but anyway, I hope that this encourages you. Share your light. You never know who you might lift up by sharing that joy, sharing that light. So I hope everyone's training is going well. I cannot believe we are getting so close. Finished paying off my trip to my travel agent this week. It just feels real, and at the same time doesn't feel real. So be sure to give this video a like. Comment if you have any favorite one-liners from Tangled. There's some good ones from Flynn. And be sure to subscribe. We have an excellent princess next week. Always remember that you are his masterpiece, and I'll see you next week. And can I just say, for the record, Rapunzel must have had excellent upper body strength, because this thing is heavy. I don't know how she was swinging this thing around. But yeah, I can imagine it probably really hurt.